Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Gallup here. I am going to be going through my online classroom expectations with you so you kind of know what to be prepared for math this year. The first thing I always want to say is that I'm excited to work with you guys. I'm in math for a reason and I love seeing you guys grow. And I always joke every year that my goal by the end of the year is to just make you guys appreciate math just a little bit more. So if you like it just a little bit more than you did at the beginning of the year, then I've done my job. I know math is one of those subjects that everyone kind of struggles with, and I just want to make your experience here with me as easy for you as I can. So the first thing I want to talk about is your materials, what you're going to need in order to take Algebra 1. How you take and keep notes is up to you. I would suggest just having one notebook that's just for math and keep everything in there. Some people like to keep it on loose leaf notebooks and put it in three-ring binder, but it's whatever works best for you. Just make sure you know where everything is and it's organized by chapter. You'll also need a pen and a pencil every day and also a graphing calculator. So the graphing calculator we're looking for is a TI 83 or higher. It'll say right on the top of the calculator that you purchased what it is. If you do not have one and you need, the school has some that are available to rent for the year. So go ahead and give me an email if that is something that you'd be interested in. Also, if you're not quite sure if your calculator is the right one, go ahead and send me a picture of it on email and I can check that way too. All right, so what I expect from you every day. So every day I expect for you to log into our Google Classroom Monday through Friday and read over the news and announcements that I post. Then you're going to have to watch the video of the daily lesson, find out what the assignment is, and most important, what you should do every day, ask questions. Okay? Especially because we're not being face-to-face. I am not going to be able to tell what you guys are understanding and what you're not understanding. So please, 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 please ask me, ask another classmate. Mr. Reeder is the other math teacher in the high school here. He can help you. If you're really, really struggling, please get in contact with me or Mrs. McGraw and we can help get you a peer tutor. But please ask questions. I want you to be successful. I want you to pass this class. And so I need you to make sure that you are asking questions the second you don't understand something because math builds. And so if you're not understanding the concept we've been working on the last couple days, it's going to build into what we're going to work on in the next couple days. And so you need to make sure that you understand it. And so please get help if you need it. The other thing you're going to have to do is make sure you submit your assignments when they're completed and look at the ones that I have reviewed. A lot of times I'll make just little comments instead of sending it right back to you. I'll post comments in the section about, I've changed number 2 and it relates to number 3, so please check over number 3. So please look at all my assignments that I've reviewed, graded, and commented on, and make sure you make those changes. You will be assigned homework almost every day. They're going to be in the book that you're given from the school, and those problems are assigned for practice. So what we're going to do is every day we'll have the odds assigned from the section. The answers are in the back, and I encourage you to work through the problem and then check your answers in the back. Star the ones that you don't get right or that you don't know how to do, and that will give us a leading point if you come in for questions at what exactly we need to go back and cover. Which of the problems were hard? Which ones did you have trouble with? And you are responsible to do this homework. So this homework that I assign at the end of every day, the odds are not graded. Okay, they're just a check so you know what's eventually going to be graded. So what I'll do the next day then, what I'll actually post on our classroom underneath of our assignment check is going to be the even problems out of that same section. So if you can do all the odds, when it comes time to do the ones that are graded, the even ones, then you'll understand exactly what's going on, okay? And I've highlighted here also, it is your responsibility, remember, to get extra help and ask questions if you do not understand. And if you don't do the homework, which I understand it's not graded, and so some people don't like to do it, but if you don't do the homework, you're not going to know what's on the homework check and on the quizzes and on the test. And you'll also not know what you need to practice. So please do the homework. So I've kind of already touched on this part here, but with the homework checks, I will have 2 or 3 problems out of the even section that I assigned from the from the odd section, and those are the problems that you are going to be graded on as part of your homework grade. And I'll talk about the percentages down at the bottom of this. If you miss a homework check, then you'll hand in the odd problems for that section. Every 2 to 3 sections will have a concept quiz. The quiz review will be found in the book, and I'll always assign that the day before the quiz. That is also not graded. So the quiz review is your responsibility to do if you want to know what's coming on the quiz. So I always say it's a life choice. You know, we're getting into Be Freshmen and we have to start making these life choices. So if you make the life choice not to do the quiz review and you have trouble on the quiz, then I will not help you on the quiz. Okay, you have to do the quiz review so you know what is coming on the quiz and you know what concepts you're really good at and which concepts that you need to help. That is the whole point of a quiz review. And then for tests, we'll have the same thing. So at the end of every chapter, we'll do a test over all of the concepts. I'll have a review. And so again, that is your responsibility to do that review and make a note of which concepts you really understand and which concepts you need to go back and get more help on. So by the time we get to the test, you will have had the concepts in our videos, in your odd problems, in the even problems, on the quiz review, and on the quiz, and the test review. So by the test review, this is the 6th time you're seeing these concepts. So it's really, really the time to ask questions because on the test, you will not be able to ask any questions. So you need to make sure that you really are doing all these other steps to make sure that you're ready for that. If you do happen to fail a test or earn a grade less than 60, any student is eligible to go through a redo process. That'll be a one-on-one session, probably through Zoom with me, where we're going to go over all of the concepts that you really didn't get, and we'll do lots of practice with those. Once you've done that process with me, then you will get a chance to redo the test. So that would be something that you will be responsible for setting up a time with me to go through that process. If it happens, which I hope none of you earn a grade less than 60, you will only be allowed to do 2 test redos per trimester. And at the very bottom here is the trimester grade weights so that you understand how your trimester grade is weighted. So the partner worksheets that we're going to do, which will be something that you set up with a partner. If you so choose, you're allowed to work alone if you want, but that's just how I label them as partner worksheets. That will be worth 5% of your grade. Participation in the class on the online class, making sure you're checking in, is 10%. The homework checks are 15%. Your quizzes will be worth 20%, and your tests will be worth 50% of your grade. So again, I'm really looking forward to working with you all. If you have any questions about this online expectations here, go ahead and shoot me an email or just let me know and we can talk more about it. Thank you.